Hello everybody and welcome back to EXFL. We're here again for Tier 1 Season 6, round number 4, where we're here at Imola, formerly the San Marino Grand Prix, now known as the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix, for round 4, the 6th instalment of this thrilling tier. I've not much else to say to this. Well, at the minute, 3 races in. Red Fire Tiger is leading the championship. He's got 3 poles from 3, looking to make it 4 from 4 today, and he's nearly got the maximum amount of points. He's got both Ferraris right behind him in the championship. Actually, 1 second. Yeah, he's got both the Ferrari drivers right behind him in the championship, with ETE Nico 11 points off, and F1 Union just slotting in behind Nick. Nick isn't racing today, which gives Fire the opportunity to gain some good ground in the championship, but we've got a fast driver in F1 Ryan M, who is taking the place of Nico today. So Ferrari can still push on in the Constructors' Championship, which they lead by 22 points after the first 3 rounds of the season. Ryan M going a little bit deep there, but still the purple first sector, very close to validating there. F1 Union is 3/10 behind Fire at the minute. I can tell you that there are more drivers joining later on in the quali, by the way. I'm just saying. So there's the EXFL Centre invalidated. He had 2 P10s. One of them he went on the wets in Bahrain. Top class driver so far. He's currently sat on a whopping 2 points from the first 3 races. Hopefully he'll be able to double that tally today, as he just can't. He's so struggling. It's brilliant. I shouldn't laugh at someone who struggles, but I think I have an exception here. So, at the minute, only 2 drivers actually set lap times. Yeah, the attendance has kind of hit a record low this week, probably due to the fact that everyone's gone off on their summer holidays. So it's not going to be like this permanently. We've actually had good attendance so far this season. And well, at the minute, it's not really going the way we wanted it to. But anyway, here's F1 Union coming down into Tamburello for his first, for his second run of the session. Probably one thing to improve, considering that his championship rival is right in front of him, but he's pushing a bit too hard and it just snaps out of Tamburello and does a full 360 nearly out of the corner. So well, it doesn't work this time around for F1 Union as B-Meister gets out of the way. He's on his outlap. So, not this time around for F1 Union, but he will go again later on in the session. We'll definitely have time for a few more laps. Well, I can't really see how long we have left. Jim Bob probably is going to go into the pits, because I don't know how you're 1 minute 10 into your lap when you're not even in sector 3. Let's F1 Union through, and then we'll let B-Meister through as well, who's just preparing to start a lap. Had a few troubles with his Xbox Live, I understand, which is why he came in late, but still good to see him dedicating in here anyway. Still good to see all 10 of these guys here and dedicated, really. Red Fire Tiger, Gifted Toast, F1 Union, Jim Bob, B-Meister, Frosty Life, EXFL Checo, EXFL Senna, F1 Ryan, and I'm Wild Matt. Big respect to those 10 people, and Nick Verley's as well, so 11 people. Big respect to these 11 people for dedicating themselves on this Friday night to, get down and race. Because the more the merrier, and it is really good to see everyone turning up. Jim Bob is going to go again, so let's go on board with Jim Bob for a lap of Imola. Normally, you want to say pretty tight to the wall there, as Jim Bob went pretty far wide down the straight. Now going Tamburello, probably going to go to the 5th or 4th gear through here. The curbs can ruin your lap quite a lot, because it's easy to spin over them. but takes that very well and over the curb on the left-hand side. Now to our second chicane of the lap. This one's a quicker one, but Jim Bob probably could have taken that faster if he liked. But gets a good exit. Now into Tozer, the pretty long hairpin, where you can get a lot of speed on the exit. Now, this is what we nicknamed the Aston Martin corner yesterday. This is when me and Kean Reynolds, the Aston Martin Tier 2, kept spinning. Jim Bob keeps it facing the right way on this occasion. Now into Aquamin another spinning hotspot for a lot of the drivers through here. Jim Bob keeping it in the right direction. It's a pretty good lap so far, as now he goes into the final chicane of the lap. This one's really tight, the curbs can throw you off a bit, but he definitely does that very well. This is good from Jim Bob so far. He's kept the pace, but he backs off. I don't know why he's backed off coming out of the chicane there, but obviously there is a reason behind it. But Red Fire Tiger is invalidated, so it'll be interesting to see whether he'll go again. Looks like, yeah, he is going into the pit lane. Beemeister has just set a lap. It's a 16.4. That puts him into P4. EXFL Checker, the purple sector 1. Not sure how much I believe that, considering that he likes to mislead us with those sort of things, purple sectors. But let's see how EXFL Checker can do then, as he goes missing to the outside. And then into Aquamin. What sort of committed, how committed is he through here? Stays on the bottle pretty well, probably could have gone a little bit faster, but still doing very well indeed. Over the chicane, very lucky not to invalidate on that first entry there, because that was, looked like it was pretty close to the corner cut, but it's pretty good so far. From EXFL Checker going now down into the final few corners. He's lost a bit of time there and he's had to overcorrect it, going into the gravel, so that would have lost him a little bit of time. Coming across the line, 17.2, so that puts him last record at set a lap so far, probably because of the fact that he lost a lot of time going in that gravel in the exit of the last corner. Well, anyway, I'm going to pick Burley Racing. Joined left a couple of times. I was just checking something in the chat quickly. F1 Ryan has left the session. He spun and then decided it was time to leave. I'll try and get him back in. Is there not anywhere to invite friends anymore? Because I've enabled crossplay. That's pretty bad. There's nowhere to invite friends. Okay. I'll have to do it the hard way then and search his name up. There we go. Hopefully he can get back in. Oh, he left. That's pretty childish, I can't lie. He spun and proceeded to lead the league. Why? It's just funny. When it gets to certain levels, it's just funny. And that is really a shame to see a good driver like him just dip. And that is now going to mean his AI will be quite hazard in the race. Anyway, let's see. Okay, F1 Union is going to dive into the pit lane. Red Fire Tiger spun it just before Aquamin but still keeping original pole for now, so he has nothing really to worry about at this stage of the proceedings. But EXFL Senna should worry about EXFL Senna, to be honest. What's going on here? I just looked down at my phone for a minute to see what was going on with I looked down at my phone to see what's going on with this Ryan guy, and all of a sudden I see Red Fire Tiger and Senna Spun right next to each other. I don't know if there's anything sinister going on there. I hope not. Anyway, let's see these two drivers, Frosty Life and Nick Verlies. Both of them haven't set laps yet. Nick Verlies has just joined, as a matter of fact. But we've got 4 minutes left in this qualifying session. Let's see who will come out victorious in this qualifying session. Who will start at the front of the grid for the race. I nearly said tomorrow's race then, but as you can tell, it has been a while since I've stepped into the function box, so yeah. Sorry, I've just had my comments box food given to me. So a little bit to snack on while I watch this. Nick Verlies is on a lap now. Let's see if he can go anywhere up near the front. Probably went a little more deep than he would have wanted through the second chicane. You can see Frosty Life spinning in the background. Allegedly, this is a purple sector 1, so I'd like to see if that's true or not. Anyway, looking quite clean so far from Nick Verlies. Probably one mistake and that was going deep into the second chicane. But at the minute, it's looking good. This could probably put him towards the front of the grid. So here comes the Aston Martin of Nick Verlies. His teammate is currently sat in P4. He might even go ahead of that here. Here comes the Aston Martin, foot flat to the floor of the line. Opening DRS just before the line, and when he gets there, it'll be a P5, so it's an Aston Martin 4.5 for the minute. There's only 2 cars out on track. So yeah. There we go, there are people starting to come out the pits. Are they really giving me chicken nuggets with no salt? That's an atrocity. I might just go and grab some for the end of quality. Give me a minute. Alright, I have acquired the salt. Salt is now on chicken nuggets, so we're good. Someone left. Oh no, Verlies just retired, I think. I didn't leave. Anyway, yeah, everyone on their outlaps at the minute, so it's that time of quali where we're going to find out if Fire will get 4 from 4, or will we have a new pole sitter this season. Fire has got that momentum. He's leading the championship and he's all in all been unstoppable so far. Alright, let's see EXFL Senna. I was told he went airborne. That's probably what I missed. Oh, Fire hasn't made it. Fire has not made it to the line. Red Fire Tiger did not make it to the line. That is him done. It's up to Gifted Toast now, who can improve. F1 Union has put it in the wall. F1 Union will not play any further part in this qualifying session. But let's see what's happening. He's really done, isn't he? Gifted Toast could spoil Fire's 100% record. Coming across the line now with the EXFL Senna. This could be a good lap from EXFL Senna. It's P5 for him in the McLaren. And he'll be very happy with that. Gifted Toast, look at the improvement he's got. Is this going to be Fire's pole position record? Is that over here at Imola? This is Gifted Toast round the final corner, foot flat to the floor. He'll open the DRS in 50 metres and let's see what he can do. He doesn't beat Red Fire Tiger and it's 4-4 for Red Fire Tiger. He takes pole again despite not even making it to the line. Well, that's your grid then. Fire makes it 4 poles in 4 races. Gifted Toast, agonisingly close, but just didn't get there in the end. And now we just find out if he can convert it to another win. Right, now obviously, if you didn't know, a new factor for the race starts, obviously the manual grid positioning. Hopefully everyone will get a park in the right place, because kind of makes for better racing if they do, going into the first corner, especially at Imola as well. But what I imagine is same thing won't happen here than what happened in Tier 2 yesterday, where whoever's in second place, that's Gifted Toast, put the power down, off the lights, and spun the car. That's what X3BD did. He still came home to finish 5th. It was a crazy ending to yesterday's Tier 2 race. If you haven't seen it, you can go back and watch it on F1 Union's Twitch, I think. Yeah, they say for 2 weeks, so if you did miss Tier 2 yesterday, go and watch it on F1 Union's Twitch, as he was the one who streamed it, of course, the league owner. Streaming his league races, that's dedication, you see. Anyway, yeah, as I expected, everyone kind of in this tier has more understanding about the strategies. Everybody starting on the medium tyres, it would be wrong not to, really, wouldn't it? Because we did have a couple people starting on the softs last night in Tier 2, which is not a wise move at all. And gladly, I can say that no one in here has actually done that today. Well then, here we go then. Lining up on the grid now. Beammeister is eager to get into his grid spot. And you can see Fire cleverly points his car towards the track. That's clever stuff from Red Fire Tiger, and you can see I'm a Wildmat is trying to copy that. No one else has really done that, but anyway, here come the 5 red lights here at Imola. I can't really get a good angle, but the revs are rising, and away we go here in Imola. I can't see a thing, but Red Fire Tiger seems to have got a better start, and he's already pulled ahead of Gifted Toast. F1 Union trying to go through on the inside. What a start for the Ferrari driver. He thought about going for a move on the inside of Red Fire Tiger there, but better if it goes into the grass. Him and Gifted Toast are both in the grass. Jim Bob is up into P2. What a start from the AlphaTauri as well as the Aston Martin and Beammeister up into P3. F1 Union's dropped to P4. Gifted Toast is down in 7th, and I'm a Wildmat is 9th. As Frosty Life going for a move on the inside. It's a very late lunge, which works for Frosty Life. But what a start from Jim Bob, who's up into P2. Beammeister makes up 1 place, and Red Fire Tiger keeps his lead on the opening lap. But he'll have pressure behind from Jim Bob and Beammeister, who's all over the back of this AlphaTauri and will want to get past because he knows he will have the confidence to go for Red Fire Tiger later in the race. When you now down in P5, him and Gifted Toast one in the grass out of turn 3. I don't know if they had an incident or whatever, but yeah. Look at him trying to go for a move around the outside, checking the positions of his car really well. But the switchback F1 Union, that's lovely. From the Ferrari driver and back into P4 he goes at the end of the first lap. But Red Fire Tiger already nursing a healthy 1.5 second lead over Jim Bob. Whoa, Gifted Toast almost going fully on the grass to overtake Checo there. He's going to go back through on the exit because Gifted Toast really missed the apex because of how late he lunged. EXFL thought about it on Gifted Toast there as well for a minute, but thought better of it and wisely as well. As you can see, they're all hounding the back of each other's cars here. You know, as we head oh, here we go, Wildmat. That's a small gap, but he's managed to make it work. Oh, Frosty Life. Oh, Frosty Life isn't liking that at all. And he's tried to go back to the move and ended up really forcing Wildmat off the track there. But into P8, I think he has gone, yeah. Which, in fact, they're having a big old ding-dong battle here, aren't they? Here we go then. AlphaTauri versus Alfa Romeo. Round the outside is Wildmat, and he's made it work by the looks of things. Frosty is still sticking it in there on the inside, and there's the collision. They're both in the wall. Wildmat can make it back into the pits with Frosty Life. We're going to have a full safety car, of course. It was going to happen eventually. That was the most aggressive battle I think I've seen from those two ever. And something was going to happen there, and it did. Frosty Life is out of the race, and I did think that Wildmat had gone with him as well, but he's still in this race. He can get a front wing change. But, yeah, that was definitely going to happen. You could see it coming, really. The amount of contact that they made. Anyway, full safety car out of course, after that crash. Red Fire Tiger, 3.5 seconds. I imagine they probably built that up through the Delta as well, but Yeah, I'd be surprised if anyone did go into the pits, really. Yeah, I can't see anyone pitting, really, under this safety car, but Fire stayed out. Looks like Jim Bob's staying out as well. Yeah, they're all staying out. Ooh, Checo thought about it there. And his dummy gifted toast into going into the box. Gifted toast has actually gone in. I don't know if he was fooled by the dummy there from EXFL Checo, but he's going to switch to the hard compound and off he goes. Now, apparently we're having some issues with the drivers, is what I'm reading. Some drivers are having issues with glitches and so. I hope that the issues get sorted by the time the safety car comes in, which I assume will be at the end of this lap. Surely it's going to be in this lap. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Safety car in at the end of this lap. Why is it going straight to green flags? Come on. There's another glitch. It goes straight to green flags, isn't it? Anyway, when will Fire go? Will he catch out Jim Bob? There is when he goes. He seems to have got a good jump on Jim Bob, enough to get a good breathing space going into the first corner. Behind them, they're in all sorts of trouble, as yeah, the AIs are right in the middle of it, aren't they? But so far they all got through cleanly, making a little bit of contact into Checo and Senna there. But Checo looking to the inside, that was never going to work, and they're both sent spinning. The EXFL Senna tries to go around the outside of Checo into the second chicane. It never really works through there. Checo sort of invited it, but it didn't work. And they're both spinning down the order now, but Fire There's a healthy restart. And 6 laps in, still leading comfortably ahead of Jim Bob, who definitely had the best start out of everyone. Right. Yeah, so 5 seconds speed in the pits. Is he gonna retire? I hope not. He's getting a tyre change. Not even got any damage repaired. Wild Matt is really back up into the swing of things. He's up into P6. After his collision with Frosty Life, he gained some to that. Anyway, 2.3 is the gap now. I reckon Fire. Is this going to be one of them races where Fire just runs away with it? Well, I hope not, because F1 Union is past Beanmeister. How has he got in there? What? F1 Union is on the charge and up now into the podium places and will hunt down the Alpha Tauri that you can see in front of him. F1 Union still slowly looking at the back of the AlphaTauri, but goes deep into Aqua Minerale. That probably would have been a warning, I expect, but and I'm surprised that Beanmeister didn't look for a way through there. And F1 Union, he's all over the place. Look, he's even gone through the chicane as well, and Beanmeister's now touching the diffuser of the Ferrari driver. He's going to try round the outside, downing inside the final corner. It's a good lunge. And F1 Union is going to try and switch it back, and Adam returns to the track and almost catches F1 Union in a bit of trouble there. But oh, that's a late move. He invited it around the outside and shut the door quite aggressively. But F1 Union is back through on Beanmeister. He's still having a good battle. I have to say, it's the best battle I've seen. The only other battle I've seen ended in a crash which took a driver out the race, another one without a wing, so yeah. Still so close to the back of each other. F1 Union is struggling in this section of the track. Has done it again, same thing. If that's a way to gain time next to what he's found in the game, then I'm sure that will be looked at, because we'll see if he does that anymore. Because it doesn't seem like he's been being given warnings for doing that. Let's have a look. I was going to say, can you not even look at warnings anymore? Like, okay, he got one this lap, but last lap, sorry, but not this lap. As here goes Beanmeister again. Another round of battling with F1 Union, and this time he finds himself ahead going into Tamburello. And this is allowing Gifted Toasted on the fight as well here. It's a good camera angle, seeing Those three fight going into the chicane. Gifted Toast is hounding the back of the Ferrari, and the Ferrari is hounding the back of the Aston Martin. Who is going to... What is the order going to be by the time these two split up? These three, sorry, four. Because they're pulling up to the back of Jim Bob. If you like, and Wildmat is pulling up to the back of them. So this is a 5-car train here for the final 2 podium spots. Is Gifted Toast looking for every inch of road possible that he can get on F1 Union. F1 Union is going wide there all the time, and that is going to allow Gifted Toast through this time and up into P4. F1 Union's lost 2 positions this lap and hits the back of the Alpine, sending him into a 360 and sending him over the chicane. I don't know if he's locked his brakes or whatever, but that definitely a collision that might have been able to have been avoided there by F1 Union, but they both carried on. I hope F1 Union hasn't sort of damage as well, because that kind of ruined the principle of this fight. And that now creates a bit of breathing space in this fight, because, well, there's now a big gap where between Beanmaster and Wildmat, where the Alpine and the Ferrari would have been. The Ferrari goes straight back through. F1 Union is taking no prisoners today. Look at these two. Two innocent guys having a nice little vow. Little do we know, they're not actually in the lobby. It's probably the closest action we've got on track so far, isn't it? It's between 2 bots. That's not good. Right, there we go, here's Checo on the back of this now. Anyway. Gifted Toast pulled up to the back of these again. Are we going to see round 2 between F1 Union and Gifted Toast? Anyway, yeah, here we go. Time for round 2 between these two. F1 Union, I'm a Wildmat and Gifted Toast for P4 this time. As, well, Jim Bob and Beanmeister are 2.6 seconds up the road. Anyway, here we go then. Look how close they are to each other. They're hounding each other. You get the feeling that if any of these makes a mistake, it might end up catastrophic. For all 3 drivers, really. Gifted Toast really wants through on this Ferrari. He was looking for every inch of road he could there, going into Tosa. something. Gifted Toast has got through on all of those, as Jim Bob has gone into the pit lane for hard tyres. He's the first guy to do so, and this is around the time you'd expect him to be pitting, really. As Red Fire Tiger now 10 seconds in the lead. I imagine for him, it's just like doing laps on a track. At this point, he's, at the moment, looking unmatchable out there, and he really has been on another level all season. As yeah, I told you, here comes Fire. Onto the hard tyres, I imagine that's probably what everyone's going into. As B-Meister is in as well, and so is F1 Union. So yeah, this lap and next lap is probably when everyone is going to head into the pits. Here comes Jim Bob. B-Meister seems to be struggling on the exit of the pits, as Jim Bob is looking more confident on these cold tyres, as through goes Jim Bob on B-Meister. B-Meister struggling on these cold tyres, definitely. Yeah, you can definitely tell. You know, the contrast and the confidence between these two. Jim Bob obviously hit last lap with that advantage. Has managed to get past the Aston Martin again. As here we go, let's watch Fire overtake these two innocent guys. Picture boring. Surprised. You know, I'll be surprised if these two here, Gifted Toast and Wildback, can take these. I'll be surprised to see how long they can take those hards. I'll be surprised to see if they can take them to the end, to be honest. But I still would be surprised to see Fire. I wouldn't be surprised to see Fire overtake them though. So yeah, just look, why? He just joined in quali and left, didn't he? And he just spun and left the whole lead. I don't know why. Oh, EXFL Centre, I hope he gets back past him. I hope he does. He's had a bit of a stinker so far. He, looking good, and then it all went downhill from there, really, didn't it? Jim Bob with a 3-second time penalty. That is one of the first we've seen today, and that gives B-Meister the upper hand at the minute on the Aston. Fire is already pulling up to the back of EXFL Truck. He's been on those mediums since the safety car came out earlier, and those mediums are probably at the end of their life. 16 laps in. As there he goes. EXFL Truck didn't really fancy putting up much of a fight there, and to be fair, I can see why. Definitely the fastest guy in this league so far at the minute. and EXFL Checo on the dead tyres. Wisely, didn't want to risk an incident there, and fair play to him. Well, I'll be surprised if he's going into the pits this lap. I want to see when he's going to go into the pits, because he's been on those tyres for a long time. Yeah, B-Meister's got past Jim Bob as well and started opening the gap really. Yeah. I think now that B-Meister's tyres have warmed up, there's not really much happening right now. Here's EXFL Checo at the pits. Has he got used to tyre choice, tyre temperature? Because EXFL Senna has pulled up to the back of him now, and this could be another battle that we can see. EXFL Senna's won those hard for 12 laps already, so if he gets them to the end, they'll be 24 laps old, and I'll rate that to be fair. Ooh, nearly spinning. EXFL Senna looks like he's got a lot of problems with the spinning today at the minute. Sorry, there's just something happening. I'm trying to... Fine, but anyway, you see, this is probably the closest lap we've got on track, and everyone else is rather split up. tell you what, was that a bit of contact there? I'll look up and oh, EXFL Centre in the gravel, that's not good. That's going to lose him a lot of time to EXFL Checo. But yeah, this is the point where EXFL Centre is really struggling to keep the car facing the right way. And he gets a 3-second penalty. What are the penalties looking like? That's the wrong button. Ah, stop pressing the wrong button. 17! Christ, okay. EXFL Centre on 17 second penalties. Oh, he's got another 3 seconds. This isn't good. He's going to drop to low. Is that 20 seconds? Yes, 20 seconds. I think it's because he's got wheel glitches. That's probably why. Ooh, a yellow in sector 2, and that is F1 Union. F1 Union has put it in the wall, and I don't know if he's got damage, but F1 Union has put it in the wall, and yeah, he's got no damage, but warm tyres I'd expect. We've got another yellow in sector 2, and the EXFL Centre has gone off this time. The car in the right way though. I imagine the 20 seconds of penalties have come from his wheel glitches he was complaining about in the chat earlier. Oh, and there goes fire on Wild Matt. Saw that coming. And oh, and Senna's causing even more yellow flags. But fire is through on Wild Matt. But the question remains: is he going to get? Is he going to get Gifted Toast by the end of this race, or is Gifted Toast going to take a win? Well, anyway, Will was spun again. He's circled 5 seconds on the pits, mind you. So he's been lapped. He's been lapped. He's been lapped by everyone down. Are we gonna see him go on the wets again? I can't encourage it, but I'd love it. Please don't say he's putting himself in the wall. Oh, he's got no wing, that's why. For God's sake, Will. He's going to be lapped by everyone at this point. Come on. No, just me. No, Will. Can I just tell you that this man is an owner? Anyway, there goes. Well, it's best action on track in a minute. These two have been having a good battle all race, really. Who's going to get ahead? Ooh. Oh my god, he spun it out the pits. Oh my god. No, you can't be doing this. See, these guys are on lap 27. Will's on lap 25. Well, I think Gift of Toast might be safe, but I don't know because Fire is gaining quite a lot. And if you just look at it, detailed tyre, Fire has an 11 lap advantage. We have 5 laps to go. Fire is gaining ever so slightly. He has 6.3 seconds to gain in 5 laps. Is he going to do it? He's going to go right down to the end of it. Will's spinning all over the place. I think he just wants points, doesn't he? That's why he's keeping going. I think he's retired by now. I don't know whether this will be a Well, we're on lap 30 and the gap is 4.7. Don't know if Fire will do this. He can do anything, can't he, really? Oh, here we go. Onto the wets. I think he's probably run out of tyres. How many stops has he made? Yeah, he's probably run out of tyres to use. So he's gone on wets. If you look how many stops he's made in the last couple of laps. I mean, it's not really his fault, but... Anyway, on the wets. Here we go. How long will it take him to lose his win? Surprisingly, he's not done it yet, but I imagine those tyres are probably very warm. And he'll probably spin eventually. Well, actually, here they come. Gifted Toast about to lap him. It's going to come down to the last lap. The gap is 2.8, and we've got a yellow flag here because of Will trying to go slowly to let them through. I don't think that's what he's trying to do. 2.5 is the gap. It's going to go down to the final lap of this race here at Imola. Why the AI still battling? Will's actually doing fine. On those wets, sorry. Gifted Toast for the 11 lap older hards, keeping this lead. You get the feeling that he will keep it as well, because 1.9 is a lot to gain in the amount of time we have left. Here is Gifted Toast then. You know, it's been a while since we've seen him fully at the top in this league. You remember a couple of seasons ago? The man couldn't stop winning. He gave Fire a good run for his money last week. And this week he's on it again. He's going to come around the final corner. And here at Imola, it's going to be the Alpine of Gifted Toast to win. Here at Imola. Red Fire Tiger comes home in second place. In the end, he was 8/10 off. He gained 1.1 seconds in the closing stages. And those two were a long way clear of the rest. 20 seconds down the road, here is Wild Matt. Coming home to take a podium in EXFL Tier 1. What a race for him. He'll be very happy with that one. As Beanmeister does make it across the line, he crashes into EXFL Centre and comes home with P4. Jim Bob will be P5. He'll be very happy with that. Ixo Checo will be 6th in F1 Union. We left to ponder what could have been. He's down in 7th place, and that is where he will finish. Verley's 8th. Ryan is 9th, but they will both be disqualified because they did the whole race in AI. And Will finish 10th, but he'll be promoted to 8th. My driver of the day is definitely Will, but who did the game give it to? to say, I don't think, unless I just missed it. Anyway, there he is, back on the top step, is Gifted Toast. And the championship, they have just got a whole lot... actually, no, probably not, because Nick didn't race. But Fire will still keep a healthy lead, though. And he'll gain ground, more than anything, on the young Ferrari driver. But anyway, thank you for joining us. It won't be me here next week, because I won't be here. But Miami is next week. The first ever race, the first ever EXFL Tier 1 race around Miami. However, I won't be here, so whoever does commentate for you, I hope they do a fantastic job. From me, Chaz F1. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.